listening to The Decision Reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review podcast, where we try very hard not to fail, because we won't fail this time at reviewing movies. Right, guys?
Right. Real quick, before we pan away from Steve again, he is sporting some merch. If you like what you see, go ahead, Steve, you do the rest.
Well, if you like what you see, go to the decisionreel.com, where you can find our merch.
Or the DMs.
Or the DMs. If you want to get the special stuff that is not on the website, what are those again, Wally? The banana hammocks, I believe?
Oh yeah, the old trusty ball hammock.
The ball
Penis
hammock. If you want that, if you want a
Beanball
TBR, Decision Reel ball hammock, you can
Yeah.
get that. But you got to DM us, and then we'll send them to you. But anything else, we got T-shirts, hats,
Keeps you
stickers,
propped up,
whatever.
is all it does, man. It's great.
That's the only way to live.
A little
Yeah.
bit of support. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what does a guy got to do just for a
Get a
little
little
bit of
bit of-
support?
You got to go to thedecisionreel.com.
That's right.
Exactly. But this week, as you can tell, the boys are here. We got Wally, Josh,
Boys are back in town.
and Steve, and we're doing, I guess, this would be like a boy movie. Right?
This is
You
like the
think about
most
it?
boy movie.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, it's
for the
fucking
guys,
great.
For the guys, just two best friends, right? Just trying to figure out life. Spoilers, they find out they're actually brothers.
Brothers.
It rhymes with my cock. It rhymes with cock.
We're doing the movie Dirty Work. I want to say, rip real quick, Norm Macdonald, one of my favorite comedians of all time. And this is a re-review, actually. So this show right here has actually reviewed this movie before. But the reason why we're doing the re-reviews is because we have different people on the show now that was not here.
Steve's cooking the books. He's got seasoned vets here now, and he wants to up these scores. These
Maybe,
movies
you
that
know.
he feels were maybe disingenuine.
Maybe we can get those scores up. We don't know.
There it is.
We're looking at it.
We're looking at it. Might be the best scores we've ever had.
We got
Some
people
people tell
on the
me.
inside. Last time Joe was in, Sleepy Joe, he did not. Anyways. So Dirty Work. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like episode 11 or
Wow,
13
early
or
one.
something. Oh, it was
That's
pretty old.
before me.
Oh yeah, this was like the OG cast. I remember George was there,
The land
so
before
it was
time.
after episode 10 because George came in episode 10. If you want to go back and listen to the first, couple episodes, you can. They're not that good, but
They might be.
they might be the best.
They might. They might.
No,
It's gonna be so bad.
It's one of those things where you're just trying to find your footing, right? Every podcast for the first couple episodes or what have you, maybe a couple 50, who knows? You're just trying to figure out the lay of the land, and we figured it out.
Steve gives me a call. He's like, "Hey man, can we come over to your house and try to use some of that Twitch or audio equipment you got?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on." They come on over and they bunch of grown dudes tuck in my little room, and
It was fun. It was funny because we had no idea. I thought I knew until we pressed record, and then I was like,
Yeah.
Shit.
movie.
This is us. We're here. You're there.
That first episode was literally us reading the synopsis on Wikipedia and then being like, yeah, that happened. Okay, next
yeah, it
part.
was a wrestling movie, wasn't it?
Oh, we did Ready to Rumble, and we
Yeah.
also...
What a good movie.
It's
too.
great, right? Foreign objects, but it was cool. And the
Foreign objects.
the way
Crown him.
the way I came up with the re-review idea was, so the first episode we did, Ready to Rumble. On our 100th episode special, we re-reviewed that movie with the original people that were that, well, one of the original people and some other people. So then that got my juices flowing about, well, we could go back and
a weird
do
thing to
some
say out
whatever.
loud.
Got my juices flowing. Hey,
You remember the part of the movie where we were talking about Slurpees earlier.
yeah.
He makes it to the bottom after putting his finger in his butt crack.
Yeah.
He's like, "How did you make it to the end of that?"
It's like I struggled through most of it, but the butt fruit at the bottom really got
butt
me.
fruit.
I love that
Most
fucking
of the butt
movie.
fruit settled to the bottom, so
That's a
it's-
once-a-monther for me. Like,
Yeah,
no
dude.
joke.
It's really good. It's funny because, like, you talk to a lot of people, unless you're a wrestling fan, no one really knows about it.
I used to like wrestling. I was more of a young
Sure.
fan of wrestling, but I loved that movie. I watched that movie all the time when I was younger.
Well, and the good thing about that is it's sort of like a time capsule movie, too, with wrestling. Because
Yeah.
it's going on with, WCW and the big guys there. There's one person missing in that movie, though, that would have been huge at that time in WCW.
At that time,
Hulk?
Actually, I take it back. Hulk would have just left
Okay.
right before then and then gone and done, I'm back to being America, brother.
Because that was right before NWO because Sting was there, right?
I think
Or
this
was
is
NWO
after
going-
NWO.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, NWO was going on through the whole thing at WCW,
Yeah.
right? So
Like
that
The
was
Rock
like
or something like that?
99.
Who was that? Who was?
The New World Order, brother.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, yeah. And
When Hulk Hogan came out, dropped the leg on
Oh.
Rick. Wait, no.
when he went
on,
heel, that was
yeah.
when Hogan went heel.
Yeah. And then with Scott Hall and
Yeah.
Kevin Nash, big sexy diesel, whatever. Like, dude, it was wild. It was wild back then. Speaking of that, something just happened
I'm so happy you brought this up.
last Saturday. This Saturday, I guess, or the following Saturday we're in. That is just as big, if not bigger, than Hulk Hogan turning heel.
The biggest heel turn ever.
They're saying John Cena turned heel for the first time in his career after how many millions of people, fans wanting this to happen, and them doing it in such a way that no one saw it
Yeah.
coming. No one.
That face.
Which
the
one? Which one? Right
That-
here?
Right
Yeah,
here. It's
oh,
like
God.
it shows him smiling. Then it's like
so good.
after. Yeah, so he's like,
It was wild. The crazy thing too here is apparently we're going away from the PG era because right
Yeah.
before that, Cody's drops the F-bomb and they don't even. Anyways, what we're here to talk about:
dirty work.
dirty work.
Revenge for hire.
I mean, it's a pretty good idea.
I feel like it's a great idea. Have you guys seen the people online that do it? But they're like phone calls.
Yeah. The
Like, hey, we're
John breaks bad news.
Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah,
shit's
yeah.
great. That
hilarious.
shit's hilarious.
And I love how everyone's like, "Who is this?" Yeah, this is John from John Breaks Bad News. I'm breaking bad news right now.
And they have no idea
No
who
idea.
this person is. If he called me, I just hang up.
Yeah, but,
Nope. I don't have the capacity for this today.
I'm definitely now going to call him and hire him for you. But it's going to be not. It's not going to be like bad news, but it's going to be news.
Hey, your friend wants to let you know that he called you a bitch. Best $20 I've ever spent in my
Steve
life.
said, "You're a pussy."
you win this round.
I love. There's also one where it's like Craigslist ad where dude's like, "I'll show up to your funeral, and I'll cry hysterically to make it seem how
yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
just to make it seem like you were loved."
Yeah.
Just here for you, guy. Anyways, dirty work. The plot. You ready for the most simple IMDb plot we've ever had?
That's hard because they've all been horribly
You
simple.
ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
A loser finds success in the revenge for hire business.
Man,
That's all you need. You don't need any more than that. That's beautiful.
This movie, though,
I should say 2 losers.
it should say 2 losers.
Yeah.
Right. But this movie, of all the other
2
movies we have
brothers.
done, but they spoilers.
Sorry.
But I feel like some other movies were way less simpler, had simpler ones like this, where this is just as simple that's fine.
You can get away with it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's a little too convoluted for.
Sometimes you
1
can,
sense.
sometimes you can't.
You know.
Them's the breaks, right?
Imagine
Imagine, if you will. Yep.
getting told that this is your dad, and then the way you find out is seeing a picture of your mom and your dad doing it.
Which
Imagine.
is
Stay
hilarious.
with me now. Stay with me now.
Imagine. And it's a locket that he just wears.
I'll lock it. Oh.
And then you find out that the person that took the picture, it was a threesome with your
Right.
brother.
Well,
Explain it
threesome
out
with your
loud.
brother's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's
fucking
crazy.
hilarious.
It's crazy. The dude got both of them
Yeah.
pregnant.
At the same time. Well, maybe not at the same
They
time.
didn't have all that fancy birth control. Like pull it out.
I love where he's just like, that. Oh, no, sorry. That's me and Mitch's mom. He's like, oh. Good shit. Where to watch Dirty Work currently, as of this recording. It's free on Tubi and Pluto TV. Get back to the free stuff, which you hadn't had in a while. With a subscription to, these are some new ones here, MGM Plus, Sling TV, and Philo.
They're just springing up out of nowhere. these
MGM
things.
Plus, never heard of it.
I feel like every time you say something, there's a new app. Just like,
There is.
But let's all be honest about where we watched it.
Plex.
Yep.
Some say the best. Sorry. You can rent this on Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango at home.
Fandango, brother.
Written by.
They still mail you a disc? Like,
So no, actually, it was Voodoo, and it changed into Fandango at home.
okay.
So
What if they just mailed you like a QR thing and you just like scanned it? What if they still mailed you something instead of just like streaming it? I'm an idiot.
no, there's
Right
actually
now, what you just said probably happened.
Yeah.
In one way, shape, or form.
so there is a company now that's going back to the original Netflix model of sending you DVDs or Blu-rays, and they have a list and you pick it and they send it to you. I can't remember the name of the company, but it's like they only have so much, right? Because they're not huge,
Right.
but they're still doing it.
I don't even have a.
I'm just gonna wait
play
for
it.
Steve.
You don't have
to
a video game console that has DVD player? You just all digital now?
Yeah.
What do you got? The Xbox Series?
Yes.
PC.
Oh, PC, bruh.
What?
PC.
Isn't it crazy that PCs, no one has a fucking disk drive in them anymore?
Yeah, that's weird.
Right. But to us, because we're old motherfuckers. But to young kids, like, what's a disc?
You don't need to spin optical anymore, dude. It's all solid.
I
That
remember,
sounded-
point
I
anymore.
remember playing the original Oregon Trail, putting the 8 megabyte
Floppy, dog.
Yeah.
Doom. You
The
ever seen
big
Doom on a
floppy.
floppy?
The black big floppy in.
You have
Yeah.
to get in command and you have to
Yeah,
run
yeah.
it from command.
And then
Remember that
DOS.
shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to be a hacker just like you guys. I used to make MySpace profiles and everything, and
say,
I'm like, I don't
everybody
understand.
did.
I'm like, how do I reset my computer?
Oh, dude,
These updates.
I remember being in high school in the library and getting on proxy servers and putting porn on all of them and then leaving.
You would.
I would put porn on all. Dude, I was a fucking miscreant.
Yeah,
I was a troublemaker.
but it was all out of fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was no harm was coming to anybody. It's
Right.
just these ladies completely innocent.
Oh, it's a dick.
One was a little abrasive.
Right.
I'm just putting fat naked asses and penises on all these and then dipping.
Yeah. What a fun time to be alive.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm sure they got home and they're like,
Probably like, you should have saw this one hog this guy had. It was crazy. It was crazy. Written by Frank Sebastiano. That's right. Sebastiano.
Sebastiano.
I like that. Norm Macdonald and Fred Wolf. Directed by, are you ready for this, Walter?
Sure, I'm terrible with this stuff, but go ahead.
Oh, you're going to know this. Everyone knows this. From a house in San Francisco, Bob Saget.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, kind
How
of makes
exciting.
sense.
How
Kind of makes
exciting.
little sense.
When you think about it, it's like, wait, what?
If you know how vulgar he was, it kind of makes sense.
Well, his comedy comes through a little bit, like kind of the way he would say stuff. You can see
Yeah.
Norm, like
Yep.
you can see like maybe they were bouncing stuff off each other for real.
They definitely were. Now, there's something that's going to come a little later in the show, which is Steve's Fun Facts of the Week, and we're going to kind of go through a couple things of why Bob Saget was on this and the director with what you just said about it being vulgar. Because let's be real, this movie's not very vulgar, is it?
Not. What do you mean? Not very. It's a little, not a lot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe there's another cut that exists somewhere.
Ooh,
We'll get to
that's
that a
one
little
I
bit
should
later.
watch.
Well, we're going to get to that a little bit later. So this is rated PG-13 for crude sexual humor and language. But not so crude that it's like Bob Saget talking about fucking the Olsen twins when he was on Full House.
Right.
Jesus Christ!
You haven't heard of it? You haven't seen it?
I heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Well, no one's...
Okay, so then I'm where everybody else is.
Okay, exactly. He did stand up of what you could imagine.
Yeah. Well, as long as he didn't go full Kramer, we're good.
You know,
Maybe he did. He probably did. He probably did behind closed doors.
not saying what Kramer did was right, but I don't think he should have been...
Yeah, don't finish whatever
Yeah.
you're about to do, Steve.
I don't think he should have been as canceled as he was for it because he was being heckled. Again, that's not what he should have done, but I'm just saying he was being heckled the entire time he was trying to perform.
He went like early 2000s Call of Duty lobby
Yes.
Yes,
on that person
And-
is what he did.
he should not have done that.
No.
He should have
It's
said,
never okay.
security, take this man and
Is it
get out."
funny? Kind of funny. Should he? No.
Looking back.
Yeah. In hindsight. Whatever.
He's atoned for it and is a better man now, apparently.
It's always it's on record.
It's
out
on
there.
YouTube
It's out there
forever.
forever,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unfortunately.
You know, I bet you that guy was just like, yeah, my fault.
It's like, yeah. Well, you went to see him, right? You're
Right.
going to see Kramer do something, and you're like, and then that happens, and you're like, oh shit, I just ruined that guy's career.
His name is Michael Richards.
He just ruined his career.
I mean, he did, but that guy helped him.
Yeah.
Without him,
Like a little violent push.
right? Without that guy heckling him,
Assisted him
right?
in canceling himself.
Could you imagine being that person who, like, there's nothing wrong, like
Like maybe he's
around.
the dude from Dirty Works. Maybe it's like the same thing. Maybe that guy's like full on, like
Oh.
he's going in there,
He's
little
gone full
reverse
circle. Full
psychology.
Right,
is
right,
this.
right. I needed something from you, so I helped myself.
Yeah,
fucking you.
exactly.
Smart, little Travis Cole, Shooter McGavin action. I think he's got that finger up that dog's ass.
He definitely fucks that dog.
The dog just pees, drink the dog pee or whatever you say.
Yeah. When you drink a cold glass of dog piss when you get home, what do you do?
Sam, are you pissing off the building right now?
You're some dude like, what the fuck?
You son of a bitch! He's just fucking covered.
Oh God,
Great. Anyways, this is starring Norm Macdonald as Mitch Weaver, Artie Lang as Sam McKenna, Jack Warden as Pops, Trailer Howard as Kathy. Look, she's been in a lot of stuff. Monk, Two Guys, a Girl, Pizza Place, a lot of shows, a lot of movies I like. But her name is Trailer.
It is weird.
like the one you hook.
Traylor.
Oh,
It's still Trailer.
nice.
Weird.
Yep.
Christopher McDonald is Travis Cole. Chevy Chase is Dr. Farthing. Can we talk about this for a second? I'm not a huge Chevy guy.
I think he's hilarious.
But this movie, something about it, I'm like, if he was just this all the time, I'm a Chevy guy.
He was chill in this movie.
Right.
He was chill.
I'm a big fan. Most of his stuff I really like. I feel like a lot of people have, since they've heard how much of an asshole he is,
Yeah, kind of just
they've
soured
kind
on
of
him.
like soured a little bit. But
I still like him.
yeah, see, I do too. I think he's
Have
fucking
you watched
hilarious.
Community?
No,
That's where
that
he's
older Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
Older
that's where
Chevy?
like he was being the biggest asshole to people, and they,
Okay.
they killed him off in the show.
Dude, the end of this movie, the spoiler part where he's like, where
They
they're
still
like,
killed him anyways.
yeah, still killed him anyways.
Sorry, I said it right. And they still killed him anyways.
And we're done. And they just,
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking Norm.
Perfect. We also got appearances by Adam Sandler as Satan, John Goodman as Mayor Adrian Riggins, which was such a weird. Sure, why not? Chris Farley, which is uncredited as his final film appearance, by the way, as Jimmy. Don Rickles as Mr. Hamilton. Rebecca Romaine as the bearded lady. Gary Coleman as himself. What you talking about, Satan?
What are you talking about, Satan?
Here we got it. We got to do that. We got to do the
Eat
Sam.
the pig.
Yeah, we got to do the
Together we
Satan clip.
burn.
Good idea.
It might be my favorite role.
For eating brownies.
Green brown.
I got a little itch.
My imagination.
Gary Coleman.
That's so good.
What you talking about?
Do it, do it, do it.
We eat the pig and then together we burn.
Burn.
What you talking about, Satan? Come with me.
The part where he gets in the ring with the boxer and just gets destroyed right away. Hilarious. George Chiavallo is the ring announcer in, I guess, the boxing area, and then Ken Norton as himself, and then David Kochner. Is that how you say his last name? Kochner?
We're
guy's
just
been
going
in-
Cockner, dog.
Cochner. I like it. Cochner.
He's a
Oh,
coxman.
Coxman.
Just full.
The guy
full
from
send.
Anchorman. Go wham!
Oh yeah,
Chet.
or the
Yeah, Chet, yeah.
the hooker, the trunk hooker scene.
Exactly. Haven't seen so many hookers in all my life.
The other
knows
dude's
I
like,
have. It's so good. I love how Norm just walks up. He's just like, "Hey, can we see how big that trunk is?" And he's like, "I'm live. It's live TV." He's like, "Yeah, we just want to." And he's like, "Oh my God, there's a dead hooker in that trunk." No, there's not. There's not. A dead
it's really hard to think
like-
of scenes where
he's
he
like, this
hasn't
isn't
had
for
some
this.
quotable.
Right. Say that again. Sorry.
Where he's quotable. He's a quotable guy.
Norm Macdonald's is great.
No.
Oh, David Cochran.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
super quotable in everything.
Cockner.
This, yeah,
Right.
Chickens of the Sea.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something he's been in that I was like,
In Waiting, when he's like, you didn't quit. You came in here.
Yep.
You're fired.
have you seen The Goods?
I don't think so.
Are you are you trying to come on to him right now?
Maybe. Okay, here's a movie in this era that you need to watch. Well, not this era, like the David Kochner, Anchorman, whatever era.
Early
It's got
2000s.
2000s. It's got what's her face, Step Brothers, the wife in Step Brothers, who's like pissing in the urinal.
Okay, yeah. I know you-
Catherine Hahn. Yeah. Rob Riggle.
Oh, yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah, this movie is great. Ving Rhames. Fucking what's his face from The Hangover?
Sir, there's no smoking on airplanes.
I
Jeremy
know.
Piven?
Jeremy
It's
Piven's the main
ridiculous, isn't it?
character.
If you like that, I'll have to report you to
This
the
might
FAA.
be your new
Stacey,
favorite
did
movie.
you know that in 1969, when smoking was allowed on all flights, we put a man on the moon?
I had no idea.
And it starts with ashtrays, and it ends with all of our precious
I like how
freedoms
the
being
sound's
stripped
been
away. But we don't have to
changed
take
so
it.
that they
Those
don't get
parts-
yeah.
copyrighted.
David
I like
Lee
it.
Roth, when he left
We're
Van
good.
Halen, we can say enough injustice. We can smoke one for America.
Who are you?
I'm done ready.
So close.
I got the goods.
It's
Christ.
good. It's good.
It's a sales movie.
Yeah. So basically, he gets brought into like
not seen
all
that.
these places to like sell cars
'em up.
that people can't sell.
Right.
So there's like this guy's like up against the wall, and his business is going to be sold to
Somebody
the other
that's
guy from The Hangover.
Is there a robbery that takes place?
No.
Okay, no.
But also, what's his face from The Office? Craig Robinson's in it. Is The Office is DJ Requests.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, he doesn't take requests. Dude, I'm telling you,
I'll have to watch it. I'm surprised I haven't seen that. Damn.
it's definitely on Plex. Just saying. But put it on your list. Is like the next movie you're gonna watch that movie. It's hilarious. But anyways, David Koechner has a bunch of good lines in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's where my brain went with it. And there's another thing where Rob Riggle's in it as the son of the dealership guy, but he's like a 6-year-old trapped in a 45-year-old man's body. It's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up? Anyways, runtime, Dirty Work, 82 minutes. This is a quick-ass movie.
It's almost too short.
It really is. Like, I need more.
It's quick. The
It's
scenes are
quick, but it also feels a lot happens. Like it's just scene after scene. Like you know what I mean? Like there's no.
You're right. Like the whole part where they're trying to find a job.
Yeah.
They went through what?
It's
4 or
skits.
5. It is skits,
Tons
but
of
like
skits
they go to
leading
like
right up to it. Yeah.
6 different jobs, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
part where they're like,
How funny would this be? Is literally what I think they said. How funny would this be? How funny would this be?
And they're probably left a whole bunch of different things on the cutting room floor that are like, pacing, whatever. But that whole scene of them trying to get a job and failing and whatever, culminating in
We know nothing about construction.
Right. When's lunch?
You're fired.
But culminating in that scene at the cinema is pure comedy gold.
Oh, yeah. I was just laughing about you putting your head down to his belly.
Yeah. I thought it was funny because I called your friend a fat pig, huh?
Baskin Robbins called. They said they're only down to 5 flavors. I'd like to do this.
He's like, look at you. You're swelling right now.
You're swelling up as I talk to you. Don Rickles is the man.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, the one of the like when it comes to Burns, one of the first.
Oh,
Pioneer.
Great. So I didn't put this in fun facts, so I'm going to give this one out here. The studio was mad because they spent an entire week's money budget on one day of filming Don Rickles making fun of them.
Oh, dude. Well spent.
Yeah. I want that
well
cut.
spent.
Give me all of that because I want to see it.
Yeah.
There was a point where he started just riffing off of Norm and making fun of Norm instead of making fun of the character, and they were just like, "We're gonna keep a couple of these."
I should get
here,
this movie.
Right. Note to self: Mitch just looked at the screen, or not Mitch. Sam just looked at the screen. No, I'm not. I'm trying to make sure the reel's on.
Men in black having sex with each other.
Like to have sex with each other and aliens. Hey, this alien looks like a hot guy. We should have sex with each other. Oh my god, so good. This is one of those movies too where I know a lot of people have seen it, but they didn't like it.
There's the same people that don't like his comedy, right?
Yeah,
it's probably the
exactly.
same people that don't like his stuff.
Because Norm is Norm. Like a lot of people don't get him.
Very true. I mean, you're right. Norm is that comedian where it's like, this is funny or this is not funny.
His cadence is one of my favorites because you think it's a punchline, but the punchline comes right afterwards.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, this is kind of a good joke, but no, right after that is when he hits you with the big part of the joke. It's in all these sketches that are in this movie too. It
was great. Hey,
I like how monotone he is because you don't know what's coming really.
Right.
Like you don't know what's next. And
Well, the
then,
part
like you said,
where
he
he-
just sneaks the punchline and then you're like, damn it.
The part where he says something, he's like, yeah, that famous guy said it. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Jesus. Mildred. Hey, Mildred. It's like,
Note to self: having sex with a blow-up doll isn't all it's cut out to be.
It's not Mildred, it's Kathy. Oh, you never told me your name. I'm like, well, that's actually
kind
Good
of a
opener.
solid move.
Yeah. Also, Sam's move or whatever, he's just like, I live with my dad.
Yeah.
Mildred. When was the last time?
Did
Have
he
anyone
think-
ever heard that name before?
It's
In
an
real
old-
life?
Steel Magnolias. That's how long it's
In real life.
no clue.
I'm trying to think. I mean, it's definitely an
good, though.
old.
That was really good.
Yeah, it's definitely an old timey name, right? But Mildred,
Yeah. Never.
I think that's
Not
the
a single person has ever been named
Mildred.
Mildred.
That's definitely the joke, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Hey,
100%.
Mildred. Hey, Mildred.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What was her name? Kathy. That's right, Kathy. Whatever. Her grandma's running a whore fucking house there.
Yeah.
Hey, those prostitutes. I mean,
She's
who
a
are those
pimp.
young women? What?
She's a pimp,
Yeah.
Right.
essentially. It's great.
Well, she's not.
But she's not, but she is.
Right.
She does a bunch of sewing.
Call Grandma's house.
God damn it. All right. Release date. I was not expecting this to be a summer movie, but it released on June 12th, 1998.
What were you expecting? A fall?
I was expecting maybe
Or
like an
spring.
early, maybe like a February,
Oh.
March, maybe. You know.
That's where comedies live for the most part,
Yeah,
right?
but that's where movies that like people don't think are gonna do good live because they're like, just chuck it out, whatever. There's no way the studio's like, we got a hit on our hands here.
Yeah.
No way. Norm Macdonald, and the thing too, Norm just got fired from Saturday Night Live,
Right.
like right when this came out because of all the OJ jokes he was doing, with the, all that. So,
And Artie Lang was already on his way out, right? Like he
pretty
was
much,
already.
yeah. Because he wasn't on that for a while. Was he even on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, at one point.
But not very long.
Not long.
No.
I think it was like a 1 or 2 year stint.
It's funny how people just come and go from that. It's like you either work, or you don't.
Yeah.
But fucking Keenan Thompson has been there for 30 fucking years. Tell me how.
well,
I think
look,
the
he's-
most
he's
funny-
been doing it since Nickelodeon. Like he's literally been SNL has been
This
his
is
whole life.
All that.
With a couple of
yeah, Keenan
exceptions,
Thompson.
I think some of the most funny people do shorter stints.
Oh yeah, because they blow
With a
up
few
because it's like,
exceptions,
well,
yeah.
this person is bigger than the show,
Yeah.
right? But also people do shorter stints if they suck too, right? But yeah, like Keenan's not going to be a leading man doing something unless you're doing Keenan and Kel the reboot again.
Oh, that.
Cool to be to make another All That show, but same cast just now.
What a burger. Home of the good. Well, no, it's good,
Good-
burger.
good.
Welcome to Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Good
Texas
Burger,
or
home of the
something.
Good Burger. How can I help you?
Yeah, that guy made a movie.
Yeah,
Crazy.
2 movies because they
Yeah.
did a reboot or they did
And we watched
whatever.
I watched at least the first one.
Mondo Burger.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Craig. Guy's name was Craig.
Craig. Christ. All right, top 10 that week. Number 10, The Monster, Titanic.
Jesus. How long was that in theaters
So this
for?
is June 12th. Wally, do you think?
Oh, my God.
Fine.
Two-
Just type in the release date of Titanic.
2 VHS tapes.
We're not doing that. Get out of here, ad block. Yeah, 2 VHS. Well, there was a lot of movies that were 2 VHS tapes
Was
back
there?
in the
Were-
day. Yeah.
Were there?
So there's a common
Is there?
misconception. Is there?
What's all like? What? How do I say
I
this?
don't know. Holy shit, bro.
That was in there.
That's 6 months.
Half a year.
Yeah, and who
makes
knows
sense.
how long? I mean, hold on. You could go down and see. Actually, type in how long it was in the theaters for.
Emotional
wild.
depth.
Emotional
Theater.
Run.
theater run. 10 months.
Whoa.
It kept going till
Holy
October. No wonder it made so much money. They had to build a ship.
I can't believe they sunk
They
it like
sank
that.
it.
All those extras.
God damn it.
You know, everybody gets one.
Did you guys know that really happened? It's not just
I got a
movie.
story. I got a story.
It's not just a movie.
Story time. Not going to name names, but somebody that used to be on this podcast thought it was just a movie.
What? Who? Oh. Never
Seriously, when Titanic came up, they're like, yeah, it's a good movie, whatever. And it was like, well, yeah, but it's based off of the real
Yeah,
story.
well,
and
no
he's
one-
like, what?
No one got painted like a French girl, but
What?
the incident was real.
Yeah, Titanic happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It
don't
was a
know
ship.
the ins and outs.
Didn't they send out another one that was like afterwards where it also
So there was
sank?
two. There was
Oh,
two
Titanic
Titanics.
2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Let me tell you. Let me. Welcome to the club.
No, but there was in real life 2 Titanics.
Yeah,
There
but
was
didn't
2
the other
ships
one
that were the
something
same.
happen to the other one too?
And let me tell
I
you
don't
what,
know,
I'm
find
not
out
getting
one.
on a ship named ever.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
The Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic
Dude.
7. Well, why are there 7 of you? Where's the first one?
Right. I think it was the Augustine or something it was called. Titanic.
I don't know.
Second
I feel-
Titanic problem.
Second Titanic problem.
Titanic 2 project has faced many problems, including financial. No. Type in the sister ship of the Titanic. Titanic sister.
Ship. Is that a word?
Not one word, but
1, 2 words.
look. You got to start looking at the recommended bar behind underneath it because it's always what you want.
I'm doing both. Calm down.
The Olympic and the Britannica. That was it. There was 3 ships. Holy fuck. Built in 1911.
The Olympic rammed and sank a U-boat.
That's
Wow.
kind of dope, dude. That's actually really dope. Look, see, you learn stuff on the show. I just want people to understand this. You don't come here just to hear us talk about dumb shit.
Damn. There's
You
a
learn stuff.
the Olympic collided with something in 1911.
And that didn't
The
sink,
Britann-
but the
hit
Titanic
a
did.
mine in the Aegean Sea in 1916.
Sank 55 minutes later. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that crazy? These fucking
Many of the lifeboats were sucked into the ship's propellers.
Oh, could you
Can you-
imagine? Could you imagine?
Just turning into deli meat super slow.
But also, you
No.
think you're surviving.
Yeah, like, hey, we're doing good, but white. And the guy's got the whistle. He's like,
That's crazy.
That's another thing that you don't think about is like, they sort of showed it in the movie, but when the Titanic was finally sinking, it's pulling everything around it down, right?
Yep.
Have you seen like
Sucks,
the
bro.
how like the displacement they do? Like just like when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
pulling in, like
yeah.
they make their own currents. They're
Crazy.
so large.
And what's wild is the Titanic compared to actual cruise ships today.
Oh yeah,
minute.
minimal.
Imagine one of those going down. Catastrophic event.
Let me tell you what I don't have to worry about.
Not getting on a cruise ship.
No.
But you know, I'll go on it when it's docked, just to check it out.
You can only go down like 5 feet. Ah, we're there.
Just give me port to port, like
Yeah.
just around the corner, and we're good.
Sailors going from port to port.
I'll tell you what I'm not doing right now either. Getting on anything that's going away
Flying.
from land.
Yeah.
I'm
God.
good. I'm good.
Take a breather.
Number 10. Sorry, 9. Dirty work.
Oh, nice. 9.
Kind of expected.
But in the top 10, there's a lot of movies.
Hey, it beat out Titanic. 9. 6 months in its run.
You know what? How funny would it be if they went with that and like it's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're doing better than Titanic right now. Titanic's going down, we're going up.
Puns.
I
days.
imagine the trailer didn't start with the newest, hottest movie. It's like, well, if you've got some spare time and $1.50, come on down and see Dirty Work.
Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
Number 8, a movie I completely forgot existed. The Horse Whisperer.
No idea.
Don't know.
Until you see the cover and you'll be like, oh my God, that fucking thing, that was everywhere. The
I like
Horror
what he's
Whisperer.
typing. I like
The
what-
Horror
Oh,
Whisperer.
the Horror Whisperer.
The Her. The Her Whisperer.
Oh, what's his face?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
That actually kind of looked like
Robert Redford.
Wow.
Owen Wilson,
Wilson.
like an aged Western Owen Wilson.
That's kind of funny. We're going out
you wanna
and
read
getting
this, Steve? Is that
wild.
why-
Okay, I'll read it. Owen Wilson.
Scarlett
reading it?
Joe.
Scarlett Johansson, the mother of a severely traumatized daughter, enlists the aid of a unique horse trainer to help the girls equally injured horse. Oh, Robert Redford. Okay, what did I say? I said
You said
I
something.
said Robert
You
Redford.
did.
I said Robert Redford. We're not checking.
And he stars in it.
Robert Redford is a star.
Yeah.
Oh, and he stars in it.
And
Sorry,
he-
I thought you were
6,
like
7 out of 10.
that ain't bad. That ain't bad.
You know?
Why does
3
he-
hours. Yeah, we
Why
might
does he look
pass.
like Anchorman right there?
We
You
might
see
pass
that?
on
A
that.
little bit.
Little bit. Anyways, number 7. We could puns for days with this one. Deep Impact.
Oh, yeah.
What's better, Deep Impact or what was the other movie that came out around the same time? Remember how they're doing the same thing like Volcano and fucking Dante's Peak?
It might have
Deep
been. It
Impact
might have been
and-
Volcano.
No, it was Deep Impact and something else.
Ocean's Rise.
Was the one where it freezes?
Cities Fall.
No, it was been in 1998 as well.
I know what you're talking about.
Keep
This is
going down. I
all-
bet you'll show you
A
the
comet.
Oh, let's read it. Let's read this first.
A comet is discovered to be on a collision course with Earth as doomsday's near. The fucking Armageddon. Are we
Every
dumb? We're
time.
done. It's
Oh, yeah,
Armageddon.
It's definitely Armageddon.
I was thinking about that the other day. It's on my list. Have we done Armageddon?
No, and
get
it's
it on.
great. I
Just
can
see.
stay-
God damn it, Steve. Just to hear you breathing.
I want animal crackers for some reason. I don't know. Anybody know why?
Yeah.
From executive producers Steven Spielberg, Robert Duvall. Wait, did Robert Duvall die yet?
Yet.
He's up there
He was
too.
old in Days of Thunder.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Yeah. He was 37, but back then,
I'll shape you like a bullet.
we're actually going to do Days of Thunder here soon with Brent and Vinny. I'm going to let you
one
know
of my
because
faves.
you're going to be on for that one.
One of my faves.
I mean, obviously, Wally, you can be on that too if you
Oh
want.
no,
but-
no, you guys can bro with that one. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was-
John C. Reilly.
yeah, Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
What's your name? Buck Brotherton. Was your daddy was Billy? Uh-huh.
Number 6, Hope Floats.
Another pass.
The same
Is it a
as
bo-
Titanic.
Is it a boat?
Dude, that'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Oh, she's
It's-
good
it's-
in
it's-
the whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah. That's a fucking what's her face there? Fucking
Sandra Bullock?
no. Sorry,
Well,
the
that
other
is
girl.
her.
That's her.
The other girl that was in the picture there. Go
Yeah, I
go
can't
down a
remember-
little
I
bit.
can't remember her name.
It's fucking. Where is it? I don't even see her. I don't even see her. What the fuck?
Didn't have an important enough role.
She's like completely in this. Why do I think that's not an Arquette, but what's the Hot Tub Time Machine? Fucking Say Anything.
You're asking the wrong guy.
How come it's not there?
I'm not your guy, pal.
Not your buddy friend. Not your friend, guy.
But I do see Sandra Bullock, and
I do like a good Sandy.
I have loved her forever.
For a long time.
Birdie
Practical
Calvert must
Magic.
choose between her morals and
I
her
just
heart
watched
after her
Practical
husband
Magic the other day.
divorces her
Said
and
watch
a
it, I
charming
was
young
there.
man
So good.
who her daughter disapproves of and comes back
Look
into
at
her
that
life.
haircut.
What's the IMDb? What's the IMDb on this?
I am DeBez.
6. Ooh, it's lower than Horse Whisperer.
Might be going over this over Horse Whisperer.
No.
You think he was talking horses? Good. What's
Maybe. Number 5. I'm going to say this before coming out with this.
He didn't say that. Stop. Sorry, it's my horse.
Your horse? My horse?
I know.
It's my bull? Your bull?
Got a horse in the
No,
race.
it's got to be your bull.
It's got your ass. Okay.
Head up a bull's ass.
Before I say this, this was my blockbuster movie growing up of all time. Like when I think back to the biggest blockbuster that I remember seeing toys for, fucking Taco Bell things for.
Ninja Turtles.
Godzilla.
Fuck you, yes. Number 5 is Godzilla.
My next guess
The
was
Matthew Broderick. Dude, this movie
The
to me-
original joint. This joint. Fucked. I was in daycare when I saw this.
Oh, so
That Godzilla?
it's
Yeah.
coming back to me.
No,
Is this the one-
98.
When this Godzilla dropped, it was the same year the Blair Witch dropped.
Yes.
And the funny thing about this, your boy went to go see this,
Boy.
and the Blair Witch was such a big talking point. I snuck out to go watch the Blair Witch. Thought it was fucking dumb.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, totally missed. I should have watched this movie.
Now, the thing about that is, so we live in Maryland, close to where all that happened.
Yeah, which is crazy.
But
'cause-
you wouldn't know that back then because you weren't here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sure enough, 2001, I moved, and I moved right to where it was.
I was watching a damn trailer. What were we talking about?
Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch.
Blair Witch
Oh,
Project.
yeah, tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
all I
we
know-
live by the.
Super scary.
Little kid hands, and then it goes to the end, and there's just a dude whacking off in a corner. It's nothing.
I never even thought of it that way. He's
just fucking yanking his chain.
just making juice.
Yeah.
Make
Feeding
a
the
little
ducks.
goo. Gotta get the goo.
Feeding the ducks.
Feeding
Gotta
it.
keep the goo goblins happy.
Anyways, no, this
The goo lords.
the goo.
My lord, that's a great gooing.
I gotta make a little donation to the goo lords.
I will forever think
Do you prefer a morning goo or an afternoon goo?
like a mid-afternoon
a
goo.
little gooey myself.
I like a nice evening goo in front of the fire.
ooze.
A nice Ivan ooze in front of the
I
fire.
like a nice pre-shower goo.
Little goo here, little goo there.
You need to play the Ivan ooze fucking commercial right now.
Oh my god. Oh my lord, is this your goo? I've seen to have stepped in your goo.
Oh wait, no, we gotta do the commercial.
When he's talking about not so like his. when He's
How
talking about the
wild was
goos.
this movie, bro?
It's so amazing.
I
Lee
lose
Bad.
goo commercial.
There it is.
Let's
Like
get
it's
sticky.
sticky. It's goo.
Come on down to Ooze City and let's get
Well.
sticky.
It wasn't the whole thing, but I'm with it.
I'll
The
take it.
robot's like, too sticky. Why is the command center all sticky?
Somebody
All right.
gooed in it
Fuck, that was 5 minutes ago.
in the morning,
It's
in
just
the afternoon,
nonstop goo.
and in the night
Sometimes you just gotta
without
get
a
your goo.
fight. Sorry. what?
Yeah, just gotta get your goo out.
Sometimes you just gotta get your goo out in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night with a fight. What? Exactly.
Speaking of goo,
Number 5. I want to talk about
Number
Godzilla.
five.
I want to talk about Godzilla for a second. So I just remember the huge push of the top.
singing in the rain, singing in the rain.
Is that from Godzilla?
Yeah, it's the very first scene where you see what's his face, and he's shocking the
Oh yeah.
The worms.
You're right. And they're coming up. Yeah.
Gojira.
You're right.
Get it together, man. Get it together.
You're right. I just remember going to Taco Bell and buying like the cups and like all the stuff that was
Oh,
with
yeah.
it because it was a huge deal and they had like the pull-off things like the Monopoly did on the McDonald's
The
ones.
holographic cups.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the first time they had the holographic
yeah.
cups that I remember of.
Amazing. Like that time, if I could go back to any time in my life, it would be 1998 summer.
It's a good one.
Everything's
Oh.
looking up.
It's the start of the end.
Pretty much. Number 4, a good movie that no one talks about anymore. Can't Hardly Wait.
What is this?
Just watched it recently. It's
See?
a good one.
Seth Green.
What's her name? I can't remember her name.
Isn't it Jennifer
Amanda.
Love Hewitt?
Amanda.
Oh, well. In the movie.
Hug
her
and
name,
kiss?
Yeah. Amanda Hug. Yeah, fucking Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Remember that time I pulled your pants down and called you a
6'5".
loser in front of the whole school? When was that? That was earlier today.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
This is a great movie. Anybody who hasn't seen it, like, this is like the perfect 90s.
It's a high school party movie.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And even before American Pie and all that. Now, obviously, American Pie was a little more raunchy than this, but this still encapsulates, I think.
She was like the one at that time frame.
Oh, yeah. Jennifer Love Hewitt?
She was like the one.
She was in I Know What You Did Last Summer, and what was the show? Dawson's Creek? No. Party 5? No. I don't know. Just scroll down and click her name. I'll tell you.
Hey, you want to do this? You want to do this thing first?
No, we
Yeah. Thank God. All right.
That's a good
I'm
movie.
reading all that.
Lauren Ambrose.
Oh,
that's
she
what I was
still
thinking
looks
of.
great.
Oh, yeah. She was in that Ghost show or whatever.
Oh, now she's a
That's fine
Hallmark
angle.
princess, dude. All she does is make Hallmark movies.
Right.
It's crazy. I don't know how many small-time farmers, can leave the city and find love.
Do what you got to do, man. Keep going down. Keep going.
Pups alone. Wait, hold on. What kind of name is this?
Just caught my eye.
Jutopia. That's
Excuse me?
one of the best. Ghost
She's in the
Whisperer.
Ghost. Oh, that's not the
That's what
Ghost
I was looking
Whisperer.
for. Ghost. Where did she touch you?
Oh yeah,
Garfield.
Yeah,
Tropic Thunder. When was she in Tropic Thunder?
The awards ceremony. It says right there
Oh.
at the end. She's sitting beside somebody. Confessions of a Sociopathic Social Climber.
Garfield. Dude, she's in so many things. Holy shit.
Time of your life. Hold on. Party 5. Yeah, okay, I was right. Party 5. Not like it matters. I just
still
want to
know what you did last summer.
Boy
What a
Meets
fucking
World.
name.
I
for a
remember she was in
sequel.
Boy Meets World for that one episode. Trojan War. McKenna. The
next
Birds
one's-
of Paradise. Sister Act 2.
The next one's, by the way, I still know. What you did last
I don't know if you heard me the first time.
And then
Little
the next
Miss
one was,
Moore.
I haven't forgotten what you did 4 summers ago.
Coming for you. All right, top 3 that week, no particular order. Then you guys got to guess. We got 6 Days, 7 Nights, A Perfect Murder, and The Truman Show.
Oh.
6 Days, 7 Nights. Is that
Harrison Ford and Anne Heche.
and
Heche.
I'm going to go.
She's dead.
Rep?
What are one more time? Can you say them out loud so I can remember them?
6 Days, 7 Nights, A Perfect Murder, The Truman Show.
All right. I'm going to go Truman, 6 Days, 7 Nights, and then whatever the fuck that other one
Perfect
was.
Murder.
Yep.
I'm piggybacking that guy.
You guys are right. Look at you.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Boys.
Yeah, get Tara the fuck out of here.
You're right. Just
Psycho
making everybody not knowing what's going on. Okay, here. Let's do this. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make dirty work?
$5.
Not a lot.
Maybe
I feel like a
7.
lot of people got this. Seems like a bro and let's call your friends scenario. You guys feel the same way about that? I
yeah.
kinda
Chris,
do.
I want you to play a dude whose nose
That
gets
means
bit
they're-
off by a fucking hooker.
Saigon Horror.
Right.
I'm gonna do
Blah,
8
blah,
million.
blah.
I'm gonna go low, 8 mil.
8 million.
Yeah, low.
Okay.
I don't even feel it's in the million. Didn't we do that one movie where it was like under $1 million?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lowball and say like
Super low ball.
875.
Hell yeah, Street Fighter G7.
You just hit G.
If you like pina coladas.
Hey, how come you get to start with a stick?
What a great song, by the way.
Oh, dude.
G7.
Amazing.
I think the part that really makes me laugh is when he's like, "You bastard," and he's like, "I'm just kidding, man. Get him a beer." He's like, "All right."
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I saw you down there.
I like the skunk party. He's like,
Yeah.
He just opens the door. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, "Oh, okay, all right, guys, all right." It's funny, and that's like Chris Farley to a T, and that's why we miss him.
Yeah.
So you guessed 5 million,
8.
8 million,
Thanks.
and you guys.
875.
Dude, if you
875.
Below a
leave me
mil,
to my own thing for
sub-mil.
too long, I'll forget it all.
I already did. I guessed $15 million. I felt like that was just a good quick budget. Actual $13 million.
Oh.
Wow.
Not
They
bad.
had to buy that car lot and all those cars and all those hookers, right? Like,
I gotta pay
Hook was
$20
probably
a
more
pop.
expensive.
maybe.
They had to ruin the opera.
Where's my
If they did.
sister's money?
Go to load of that mountain range. Fucking pops. God damn it. Box office. What do we think this made overall in its box office run?
26 mil.
It did open in front of Titanic.
Yeah. Multiple times.
At this point,
Multiple
at this
times.
point, everybody had seen it.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
20,
maybe.
20 mil.
20 million.
Yeah.
I guess 15 million. Okay. Opening weekend, it made $3.6 million. So it looks
Off
like
to a-
Titanic was going down.
Can we find out the opening weekend for
Titanic?
no
No.
Dirty Work,
Yeah.
and then see what Titanic was still bringing in
Oh,
at the time? Is that
We
is that
can.
one hell of a Google search?
we can do that. Wally, type in June 12th, 1998 box office, and it's going to get you to this website that I will show you where I get all my information
Look
from.
at this.
Look at this. Yep. Well, you got to put 1998.
And that's any June.
Any June.
Any
doesn't
June
matter.
will do.
Okay, weekend box office. Hit that right there.
This is exciting.
Yeah, you ready? Okay, now go down.
Whoa.
Click on Titanic, the name. For anybody out there who wants to do this, too, you can find all this great stuff. All right, now we're gonna go to box office. Okay, you're on it. Go down. Keep going. It's gonna show you week by week right here. So it opened December 19th. So if you keep going down, this is June. Jesus Christ, keep going. June 18th. So it would have been June 17th week. It made $1.3 million.
Okay.
What's crazy is look at these numbers. If we go down, you can see it's getting lower and lower, but then it starts going back up right here.
Whoa, look at April. What happened
What
in
the
April?
fuck?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
There's probably a reprisal. I bet you there's a reprisal if you missed it.
Or people win.
Come see Jack one more time on the big screen.
Or it released in May. Well,
Look at these
IMAX would have been a
weeks.
thing.
Look at all these. Look at this.
It's
That's
wild.
crazy.
So then it shows you on the end there how much it's made overall. So scroll all the way down to that bottom. Oh, hold on. Go back up.
Top
No,
right,
sorry.
right here?
No, when it got bigger. So look at the date though. Keep going. Where it like exploded again.
Oh, April.
That's 2012. So that was a
must've been
re-release.
re-release.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Last week it only made $3,000. So there's a re-release, and there's another re-release in 2017, right here. Then there's another re-release in 2023.
Wow.
So overall, though, in theaters, it's saying it only made only
Oh yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. We need only dog.
$674 million.
That's crazy.
But
That's fucking
I'm
wild.
pretty sure it made more than that globally because this
Oh,
is
yeah, if you go
domestic.
back up, it was like in the billion.
It was a
go back up
billion.
there,
Yeah. So if you go back to the top there, Walter, sorry to keep throwing this around. Keep going top. International box office and worldwide box.
1.5 billion.
Right. So it made more internationally than it did.
They probably built a
Domestically.
Titanic from this.
Yeah.
That's probably where the Olympian, the Britannic got built from.
That's wild that, dude, Japan was the top.
They're known for sinking boats.
Oh, you paid me like what did your French
Oh,
girls?
I wonder if they saw it and they're like, we got to figure this
Oh, I
out.
have
How
an
to,
idea.
yeah. Oh.
Just kidding.
Did you know? No, we're not going to get into that. Never mind.
Go ahead.
Trump didn't
Oh, here it
understand
is.
what.
There we go. I thought
What?
it was gonna be a World War I fact.
It was World War II fact, but into now, Trump doesn't understand what happened in Japan, surprising people somewhere.
He doesn't know about Pearl Harbor.
He doesn't understand it.
What do you mean? Doesn't understand it?
How did they surprise them?
Oh well, look, guy, he doesn't know a lot of things.
Apparently, there's a story out there that he watched Pearl Harbor, the movie, right, with Ben Affleck and
Yeah.
whatever, and he's just like, this doesn't make sense. How could they surprise all these people? Sorry, this doesn't make sense. These are the best looking people. How could they be surprised?
It's not that he doesn't know it didn't happen. He just doesn't know how it happened. And that's
doesn't
because he just doesn't
understand-
know.
Right? He doesn't understand how they snuck up on them.
Yeah, exactly.
These people snuck up on us. All right. Tomatometer time. Rotten Tomato score. What do we think? Critics gave this out of 100%.
The Titanic?
Oh, I want to do Titanic's got to be like
Yeah, way up there.
98.
Yeah, way up there. I'm gonna say critics 60.
60.
No. I'm gonna go critics 50.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna go audience 45.
45.
Wow.
Wow.
I was gonna go critics like 47.
47.
47.
Oh, he's fucking lowballing me, dog.
And, well, you said 50. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna. That's what I was like. No, well, there you go. Audience, I'm gonna go a little higher, like 57.
All right.
57.
All right.
So I guessed critics 45, audience 65.
Oh, so you two are in the same boat.
It is critics 14,
That makes sense.
Holy shit.
but audience 66.
Is that the gap? Is that the biggest
That's-
gap? That's got to be one of the largest gaps.
I don't think that's the biggest gap we've had, but it's up there for sure.
What do you guys? Do you guys?
There's got to be top 5 gap.
You guys don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about critics, right? You guys, it's the audience.
I do what I do.
Yeah. It's the audience.
I do what I do. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. When there's a gap that big, you got to be like, yo, you guys aren't doing this right.
It's like reading an IMDb review with like, this is the worst movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe they allowed this. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Shut up.
I mean, I get it. Not
Shut
everyone likes this type of humor.
Sure, yeah.
These jokes, but guess what? I do.
Yeah. And
I don't think I've
great.
ever talked to a girl that likes Norm Macdonald.
My wife likes Norm.
Does she really?
She really does.
Oh, good.
Like, hey,
That's the one.
Hey,
she
do you-
cried when he died.
It's one.
Hey, do you suck dicks? No? Well, then not my target audience.
There it is.
Fuck, what did he say? Something about all male cast?
All male cast. Fucking videos, fucking movies.
Brandon, listen up, Monrovers.
Brandon St. Randy, one of my favorite.
I want
Joss
a
Whedon
movie
roles.
of just him.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Smith, get together and just make a movie of him like falling out of the business or
I
something.
will help you on this journey of gayness. With your mother and her makeup.
Doesn't even know. It's good. The end where they're talking and there's like the dudes in the fountain just making out behind them.
Yeah.
And he turns around and is like, go for it, just get it, or whatever he's saying. It's hilarious. Honestly, one of the best parts of that movie. And it's like the end. It good movie all around. All right. New part of the show, the IMDb top and lowest reviews. I'm sure you guys can imagine how this will go. Still looking for the infamous review, whatever you want to say, movie that has not a 1 and not a 10.
Okay.
We haven't found it yet. It's all
going to
been
have
1
to be
10.
a small movie, right?
That
That's
or
the
something
likeliness.
that's like, oh my God, this is the best movie. you've ever
Unanimously,
seen.
blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
So this
Does the
is
Titanic have a 1 rating?
probably.
Can't
be the
believe they
guy.
hit the iceberg. They didn't see it coming.
He could fit on that fucking door.
Yeah.
Mythbuster says no. Okay, this is from DSARE 52. I don't know how to,
Zer.
or D Sari? I don't know, whatever. September 14th, 2021. So this is kind of recent. This is a classic Norm from an era of movies where SNL cast members all made similar movies. Of course, it was a simplistic, off-brand type of comedy. Duh, it's Norm with his witty genius. Rest in peace, Norm, my favorite comedian of all time, and having him and Don Rickles in a movie together was awesome for people like me. You know, people with common sense and understand that comedians are joking when they say stuff that these haters complain about. It's their
Beautiful.
job, people. So lighten up and enjoy the
Beautiful.
comedy genius of Norm Macdonald. 10 out of 10.
Well written.
You can either joke about everything or nothing.
Much.
Yeah, so
I mean, you can't say
Joke
one
about
thing because
everything.
we know what happened to Michael Richards. But
are you going to repeat it?
if you can't say that word
Yeah,
or do some sort of salute,
What
there
is
might
it?
be something wrong.
What word?
Can you tell me
He
in
said,
depth?
"Nope, no, that's not it." Not gonna just. Yeah, no, we're not gonna go there. But the low review is from Lucifer.
Ooh.
This is this guy's name on IMDb.
Yeah,
Lucifer.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Remember how we did something, Wally, where we looked up
It's like Adam
a
Sandler.
user's
yeah.
account on
I
there?
loved that, by the way.
We might want to look this up because I want to know what else Lucifer's given low scores. So he says, and this is April 18th, 2000. So only 2 years after the movie came out, so relatively new. Maybe Norm Macdonald is good at stand-up comedian or stand-up comedy. I don't know, as I've never seen him on stage. What I do know is that he couldn't act if his life depended on it. Does uttering should be muttering. Uttering all your lines in a that's a very bad way of saying monotonous,
Monotoned.
but it's monotonous.
Monotonous.
Nasal whine make you funny. Oh yeah, he does his own stunts, so what?
Oh yeah,
He
that's
did-
Norm. I don't know if you've met
You're right.
him.
Jackie Chan does, at least in Hong Kong, his own stunts for far more dangerous ones than that.
Yikes.
Okay, hold on, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
yeah.
1 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate stupid comedy films. I like Dumb and Dumber and Kingpin. This, on the other hand, is just absolute drivel. Chevy Chase gets no funny lines whatsoever.
There's 44 that thumbed it.
Yikes.
44 people found it helpful.
All right, hold on. Let me continue. Chevy Chase got no funny lines whatsoever. He doesn't even get to fall down some steps. I can see why Mr. Farley, Goodman, and Sandler were uncredited. They watched the first film. What? they watch the first film. I suggest Chevy Chase does next time he appears in Saturday Night Live film. This doesn't make any sense.
Lucifer might.
Then again, Adam Sandler hardly has
Might
room
not be our
for
guy.
maneuver. He couldn't raise a laugh if he urinated off a roof. The one vaguely amusing scene in the film. The verdict, bad acting, bad script, no jokes, a comic masterpiece. Sorry, the biggest heap of steaming excrement since the last Adam Sandler film. 1 out of 10. Tried to read through that, but Lucifer, you don't
That was
got
rough.
good stuff.
Wow. He's left 1,000, 2,000 comments.
Wow. Well, go back up. What is Cinema Perverso? That looks good. Nope. 2 minutes of late night. That's a great show.
These are all the reviews he's done.
And does it show what he's given it? Is the star, the green star is what he's given it?
Yeah. Okay. So let's
So-
go. Let's judge.
okay,
Everybody
we're gonna
ready to put on
judge.
their judging hats?
Yeah, it's been on.
All right.
Speed 2 cruise controls and classic.
He too started. Cinema. Okay. Okay.
This guy's a little.
Yeah, he's a little kooky. He's a
You
little
give it-
fucking kooky,
gave-
dude.
Okay. Street Fighter, Jaws 3D is 3. Yeah, that makes sense because it's a 3D movie.
Every cool movie is low. Everything that would be cool for us is low.
Laughing Matters, probably the worst thing ever. It's 25 minutes. Gave it 10 out of 10. He gave it
Chilling
Sabrina.
Adventures of
Yeah,
Sabrina.
hold on,
Hey,
hold
can
on,
we
hold on,
sort by?
hold on.
Let me sort by low. Let's sort by.
No, go top rated.
Top rated.
All right. Let's see what this goofball is. Goofy goober.
Titanic.
Oh my god! Hold on.
Oh wait, that doesn't make.
You got it going.
Oh, okay.
So he gave Titanic a 1.
All right.
Can't believe
Small credibility, I
He
guess.
gave Forrest Gump a 1.
Top
he gave
Gun.
Top Gun
What?
a 1.
Grease.
A 1. This guy's trolling. Independence Day, a 1. Hold on, let me read this. The aliens are coming and their goal is to invade and destroy Earth's finest. Oh, wait, no, that's not his review. Or is that his review? Yeah, that's got to be his. No, that's got to be the. Okay.
I don't know
so
if we can see it. Are we allowed to see it?
I don't know. That's weird.
You probably have
Whatever.
to click on it and then
Yeah,
find it. Oh,
that's-
they're not going to
that's
give it to you
stupid.
easy.
All right,
Yeah.
keep going down. Showgirls, a 1.
One?
Absolutely not.
What? I used to pause that.
When she's flipping around in the fucking.
Look at Jesse go.
You're right.
Those long legs.
Home Alone,
Scream,
a
Home
1.
Alone.
Scream a 1.
Dude, this is fucking crazy.
He's trolling.
This
He's
is crazy.
trolling.
Hold on. Let's
He's
go
a
to the.
troll.
So just hit that.
Which one? This?
That.
Yeah, the
Just
arrow.
the arrow. So now it's going to go descending by his best movies. Unforgiven a 10, okay.
The French
Shawshank,
Connection.
okay. Godfather, okay.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, okay. Schindler's, okay.
This doesn't make any sense.
makes no sense.
This doesn't make any sense.
This guy is Lucifer. Well, Nosferatu for sure.
Leon the Professional, a 10, huh?
Taxi
Does he have
Driver,
anything that's in
Battlestar,
between?
Saving Private Ryan, no. Firefly at 10. Dude, Futurama at 10. This dude is fucking weird. How do you like Futurama but not Home Alone?
How do you? Okay, hold on. Can you sort by? Hold on. I'm so confused now because this dude that doesn't. There's no rhyme or reason.
That right there. What do you sort by?
I'm gonna go alphabetically just to see if there's anything in the middle of a 10 and 1. Even though I
Nothing.
know he's fucking
Nothing.
6.
10.
Okay. Yeah.
100 proof. Batteries not included. 101 Dalmatians. He gave a 6.
12 Angry Men, he gave it 9.
12
I love
Monkeys,
that
7.
movie.
This guy's weird. I don't know. I'm over him.
I think he has an issue
I'm
with
over him.
I think he has an issue with comedies. He likes dramatic films.
What a loser.
Yeah, I know. Who wants to live like it?
Just like them all.
Yeah.
I know, right? God. Anyways, Dirty Work. Who was their favorite character?
Such good treats.
Ooh. I'm gonna say the dad.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking
Pops.
hilarious. Yeah, I see 2 mountains over there.
I think I'm having a heart attack. He's like, I'm not coming over there.
Yeah, he is pretty good.
He's hilarious.
When he grabs his nuts,
He just hi, Dr. Farther.
it is. Yeah. I'm trying to think myself who my favorite character would be. It was going to be Chris Farley, but. No, it's
Dude.
Chris Farley. Come on.
Dude, yeah, Chris Farley's great.
It's
That would have been
a
my
hard
second.
pass. That's a hard pass. I mean, you got to give it. I'm just going to say Norm. I'll make mine obvious.
Okay.
And just say Norm, just because I was watching it, and there's parts where like if he was talking to you in real life, you really don't know what his angle is.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
Is he
Yeah.
being nice? Is he being genuine? Like, and then he's just. but
It's a
just
setup.
how-
Everything's,
yeah,
a
everything's
setup. Everything's a setup. Dude, his stunt double I hope he got paid
Oh, my God.
in this movie.
Well, he got chucked out of that doorway like 3 times straight
Just
on the
throwing
concrete.
it up against that fucking garbage can.
Yeah.
She said, "How'd the fight go?" Oh, we beat those guys up. I even threw a guy through a plate glass window, except it was only the opposite. Like, what?
So good.
You're right. His delivery, like, hello, real cops?
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Wow.
All right, go back to doing something blatantly homoerotic.
Yeah, this is Neil.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Hey, there's cops going from frat houses, going in and stealing stuff. Don't let them in.
Right.
I literally wrote down in my notes, hey, real cops?
Yeah.
Like, that's like one of my favorite lines.
Because it's hilarious. Yeah. And then just the delivery of like literally everything. Like from, I don't know, just talking to Travis Cole, but the dog, I think he's got that dog's, or his finger up that dog's ass is like hilarious. Or just even note to self, ass cream, get ass cream for giant wart on ass.
Play it over the intercom.
Right. No, it's past that. Keep going. No, yeah, and I mean, looking at everything else Norm has done, he's never changed, right? Like, give him credit for being him. Even Adam Sandler, people are like, they hate him. Then Adam Sandler has a weird thing for me because everyone loved him, then everyone hated him, then they're back to loving him again. Yeah. And it's like, he's not changed.
I've never not loved him.
Right.
Yeah.
Even what was that Jack and Jill movie that everybody hated?
Dude, I get it, though. I get it.
He's had terrible movies. Like, that is a terrible movie.
Everybody has misses.
I didn't like Pixels. You know, that's just me.
I never watched that, actually.
Yeah, just something like that. You know, those I'm not a fan of. But then he's got great movies.
Yeah.
Grown Ups 2, terrible. Grown Ups, the original, one of my favorite movies.
People just
can't all be winners.
Yeah. People, I think
can't all be tans. This guy.
They over-critiqued his shtick.
Yeah.
For a long period of time, and everyone jumped on that bandwagon of like, whatever that version of him is.
Right. Oh, he's doing that in this movie.
Let him go. Let him go, man.
Let him be what he's going to be good at. You know, everyone's got, like, look at the Ryan Reynolds. They have their shtick, and they're good at it, and they do it, and everyone loves it, and then they go, I'm sick of this. Yeah. But then it comes back around, and they're like, maybe we like it again. It's weird. It's weird. But no, I'm going Chris Farley for sure. When he finally... There's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off and then runs to wherever they're filming that.
He bit my nose off.
Right. Hey, Yoko, or whatever.
Shut your mouth, Yoko.
Is that the Saigon?
Blah, blah.
The whole time it's the Saigon whore.
Right. You bit my new nose off.
Best $200 I ever spent. And it's just like this pale, dead nose.
Yeah. It looked good, like, even when it was bit off. Like, for whatever $5 they spent to make that.
I don't know what it's called, but I call it coaching improv, like where you're filming a scene and they're yelling shit at you to say. I feel like this movie had a lot of that in there.
Probably.
They say this.
Yeah. Try that.
Yeah.
Because that line delivered by him, the best $200 I ever spent. Yeah. That feels like someone else's line that he delivered perfectly.
You're right. Okay, so for favorite part or scene, I want to do something different. Before we get to that, I want to say, what was your favorite thing they did from Dirty Work to get back at people?
Yeah.
So their favorite, what would you even call it? Their favorite,
like the concept wise, because I have a favorite scene.
Sure, but
you
saying
want the concept.
No, your favorite thing that they did to get back at people for having the business Dirty Work.
I love the police one. The police one's hands down is probably one of my favorite because during the police one, I was like, why are they in cop uniforms, right?
Right.
That's the very first thing I said.
Uniforms.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck do they do that? And then they come in and they punch. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I like this. This is where this is going. Big fan. But
hello, real cops.
But scene-wise is one of the longest deflection scenes of all, where they're watching the people, like the gang shoot.
Oh, yeah. Where they're just
goes
holding
like
the fish.
45 seconds.
He's
like
using
a minute
the chainsaw
long.
on me.
Is that a grenade? Yeah.
Show these guys what we do to cops.
Sounds like fishing here. Yeah. What is that? Some kind of signal? You weren't why? You dead cop, and they just. It's fucking hilarious.
They don't show any of it.
No,
none.
That's the point.
They walk through. We gotta get out of here. It's like
the blood.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to do this. Can we get paid now?
He's like, yeah, you guys are being way too. What's all this noise? Oh.
So, anyways, I go back to my original question, which is, what was your favorite thing that they did? Because that wasn't Dirty Work, the cop thing. That was before they made.
When they
Dirty
had
Work.
a business.
Yeah.
Once they got the business going.
To me, the most messed up one of them all was the bearded lady.
Oh, the shaving of the bearded lady.
Wouldn't it just grow back?
Yeah. Come see the stubble lady.
Right.
He's like, down here.
No beard.
I might be short, but I'm not invisible.
Right. So random and funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, my favorite one that they... I mean, the house one is great. Or not the house, the apartment building. Like, all of that. Him just sitting on the toilet. It blowing up.
Blowing up later, yeah.
Right. That's good. them just hitting holes in walls and throwing fish in it again.
Yeah.
See, if we're talking the
Bugs.
business one, I don't know if all the ones that happened prior, like before they had a business, is hilarious. Even the kid ones are hilarious with the
Yeah.
guns in the desk and shit like that.
Yeah.
Even that was funny.
Got a gay dog. And it's good. It's good shit. All right, then favorite part of the scene. What do we got? Oh, you just said yours, which is the fish one, or the one where they're holding the fish with like the mob guys, which
Yeah.
sort of is my favorite scene too. But if you've already picked it, okay, what? Let me think, Josh. What do you got?
My favorite scene
Yep.
is when they're driving the car together, and he's like, "Hey, move it through the line," and he starts to toot the horn, and Artie Lang pulls his ass out,
Yeah.
and then he just stops, and Norm walks right across the street, and he was like, he was supposed to keep driving. That's my favorite scene,
It's
dude.
hilarious. That scene, and when they tell the hobos, he's like they're like. They get done doing everything that they did, and he's going through the sad spiel.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's the $2, man, just to get him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What you're looking for is like people who don't, or the homeless guys who don't have a will to live. We're like homeless guys. How about for $2?
Yeah,
They
oh,
just
so good.
run in.
So
Thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun.
When you were yelling, "A CIA put a chip in my brain," I almost laughed so hard I shit my pants.
Almost.
And you know, those were just random,
Yeah.
Oh,
just
100%.
whatever, put it in. It makes the movie almost. No, I think my favorite scene has to be the Don Rickles. Then
Yeah, that
the
was
whole
up there.
the whole combination of everything of them
Just
getting the
getting
job,
roasted.
getting roasted, and then them like that's where they get the idea from.
That's great.
But then also like getting back at him, and it's fucking hilarious. And Don Rickles is great in that. Salabala,
Yeah.
everyone's sucking sand,
Second sand.
ripping tickets off in Kuwait.
Dude, when I was playing sports in high school, I was inducted into the roast sessioneers.
Oh God.
And I've gotten so good at it. We were doing a photo shoot for the band a month ago.
Oh no.
And Barrick had to dress up.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm gonna full fire on you right now. And I went like full in, like he was getting his shot. He was doing glam shots, and I was throwing out like my Peter Griffins.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was wearing a black hoodie, so it's like
Peter.
modeling for Speedo. Dude, I was flying
That's
at
good.
him.
That's good.
Those are the best. Roast sessions with the bros are some of the
always
best.
good, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you can't have a roast session with the bros, what are you even doing? Are you
You're
even
not friends.
friends?
No, you're not friends.
You're not friends. No, you don't even know each other that well,
Yeah.
you know?
We should have a roast session. Oh, what if we did like a roast of every like 4 weeks or something?
Sure.
Roast of, and then the
I
one
feel
person
like
sits in the middle.
I feel like Tara would leave here crying.
Okay, so she's not here when we do it,
Sure.
or she
I'm in.
roasts us.
Sure.
I don't think she could.
No, I don't think she could either.
She'd try.
Dude, I don't think you guys wanted it. Once the roast start.
Who knows?
It's pretty wild.
Any what the fuck moments for us in this movie? Was there any point where you're like, what the fuck?
Probably the skunk and dog. That was a
Yeah,
big
the
what the
skunk and the
fuck for
dog.
me. I was like, all right.
And that's right out the gate too.
What
Yeah.
animal does that make? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Skong.
One you leave outside.
Right.
I really don't have any like what the fuck moments because it was all great.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
look at you.
I'm
it's all
only
great.
saying it from like a literal standpoint.
Right.
Not for like what's wrong with this movie. More like what the fuck are they doing? I think my what the fuck was the ass out the window. I was almost in tears
Oh, yeah.
laughing. Dude, in a heartbeat. You remember we were on that midnight release at GameStop and I lit into everybody with the Nerf guns? Do you remember that? Hidden memory unlocked.
I think so.
Yeah. We
Back
had a
on the
Nerf.
Call of Duty days.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was
yeah.
like a midnight release of something, and Steve and I were driving by, and we were like 2 hours too early or something like that.
Oh,
And we had Nerf guns, and I just
out of the car.
I just
drive
laid-
by.
Yeah, I was just laying into these kids with Nerf guns. That's good shit, man. That's good shit.
It was fun,
Yeah.
and I missed those days of
Midnight release.
midnight release. Like,
Yeah.
what do you got now? You just sitting at home waiting for the clock to hit, and you hit. It's already
Download.
pre-downloaded.
Dude, it's
and
just-
it's ready to go.
A bunch of people with common interests hanging out, having a good time. It's great. It's great.
What's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Which one did you guys go? We used to go to the one right in Waldorf next to Noodles and Company. That was my GameStop that we always used to go to. I remember getting Call of Duty there, almost like 4 Call of Duties in a row that released.
Ours was right here in.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Best Buy.
obviously, yeah. Right beside Best Buy. Well, no, we wouldn't even do GameStop. We would do Best Buy.
We would do Best Buy most of the time. Steve is the Best Buy guy. He's always been the Best Buy guy.
Best Buy.
So we would do that. Sometimes I would get it the other
Gold
place.
member, baby, or platinum.
I remember
or
taking
whatever.
me and Junior sat outside of Target waiting for the Nintendo Switch to come out.
Oh.
Got the Switch and Zelda. I beat it within 3 or 4 days. I sold that bitch
Damn.
and bought a new one. Son was super upset.
That's wild.
Super upset. I was like, this will be a lesson for you later on in life, son. We bought it for its price and doubled it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doubled it.
You'll learn. I was like, you get it, you'll get your own, and I'll get my own. Just wait.
Why
Wait
not?
for him to
Wait
come
it out.
back out.
Wait
Why
it
not?
out.
Yeah, son.
Why not? Speaking of something. The fun facts of the fucking week. This is Chris Farley's last film, but he wasn't included in the credits. He would die of a drug overdose about 6 months before this picture was actually released in theaters.
Damn.
I know.
So this post all of his big movies, huh?
Yeah. This was his last credited
Smoking,
role,
drinking.
even though he was
Shoot.
uncredited. Shooting, I mean, doing something.
Gustavo, fake headbutt.
Due to perhaps Norm Macdonald not being known as a leading man in a mediocre promotion, the film only grossed $13 million. It has, however, done exceptionally well on home video, gaining a cult following over the years. Prior to his death in 2021, Macdonald had even thought about writing a sequel,
Oh,
which would have been dope.
Dirtier work.
Dirtier.
that's how they do it. I still
Wait.
know what you did last
But
summer.
think about so. What do you think? Like, so if they would have made a sequel, where do you go? Like,
Let's open the business
Keep
again,
it,
dog.
keep it corny. Dirty work too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, keep like
Yeah. So they
Like-
opened the business again.
Clerks.
but if you're
Clerks,
doing
too.
it, well, yeah, no, I get that. But I'm saying like, so it's 20 years later or
Yeah,
whatever.
what's the story?
What's the story?
Yeah, you gotta find what they need money for.
Sure. And is it literally just not like, oh, we had kids and this and that? No, there's still losers.
Yeah, yeah.
They still got nothing, and they still got to maybe Artie Lang has a heart attack, and he needs to
Yeah,
make
there
money
you
for
go.
Artie
See, you
Lang.
got it. See, you got it.
And then he recruits Dave Chappelle or somebody.
Or they do have like they have like a long lost. One of them has like a long lost child.
Oh, okay.
He is a comedian's comedian, or was a comedian's comedian.
Oh, he is.
Everybody.
Artie?
No,
No.
Norm.
Oh, Norm, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody. That was the one thing. Like people
Everybody.
would laugh.
Unanimous.
Like you were in a room with Norm Macdonald,
Yeah.
and comedians would make joke, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's funny," but comedians weren't laughing. Norm would make a joke, nobody but comedians were laughing, and then like 5 minutes later, people were like, "Oh, I just got that joke," and it's great.
It's
Like
perfect.
he would always go on Conan's show when Conan had his talk show, and Conan could barely talk because he was cracking up so much. And Norm's just saying, "Oh yeah, what are you doing?"
They
man?"
just everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
knows what's
It's almost
about
like
to
just
transpire.
listen. You have to just listen.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He was too good at being jokey.
yeah.
The moth joke, one of the
Oh,
best
yeah,
jokes
yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
There's a
But
moth
it's-
joke in
it's-
this.
There is.
Yeah.
What is it?
What are you? You're as dry as a moth. Or what does he say? There's a little moth. I can't remember
Something
what
like
it was.
You're funny as a dead moth or something.
You're funny as a dead
Yeah.
moth. Yeah.
You got the
You like moths?
shut up. You got the personality of a dead moth.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
That's it. On Artie Lang's podcast in November 2021, Bob Saget revealed that he had written a script for a Dirty Work sequel. They had the money and Norm was set to do it, but Norm had passed away from leukemia, which Bob had no idea Norm had. Bob also mentioned that he was trying to put together the original R-rated cut in honor of Norm Macdonald passing away, but he was having trouble locating the deleted footage. Saget also passed away 2 months after this.
Damn.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
Like crazy wild. That
Yeah,
all this
it's like-
happened like right. Hey, we're gonna make this movie. I'm in for it.
Sounds almost Tin Hatty in a weird way.
It kind of does, but also like so he comes like Norm was that guy who like he was secretly dealing with the cancer, leukemia, whatever for years and didn't tell anybody. So like Bob Saget comes to him like, hey, let's do this movie. He's like, yeah, I'm all for it, knowing he was probably dead soon, right?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
According to Chevy Chase, he was impressed by the original script's raunchy, R-rated, over-the-top tone and went so far as to tell Macdonald and Lang not to allow any changes. However, the studio insisted on a PG-13 rating and rescheduled the film's release from February to June, where it fared poorly against blockbusters like Godzilla. Unfortunately, no alternate scenes had been shot, and some dialogue was dubbed over during post-production to avoid a more
Oh, we would have had a big
restricted
hit if they
MPAA.
listened to him. Is what we're
No
being.
joke. I hate when they.
So this is what I was talking about earlier, is
Yeah.
this movie was supposedly super raunchy, super R-rated, and like way more dirty work. And no, it's got to be good, whatever.
Fucked it up.
Why do you need like an all? I don't need an age. Like a 13-year-old is not going to understand. You know what I mean? Like, the whole rating scale
Right.
anyway. A 13-year-old is not going to be interested in a movie with nothing but talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've
Like,
never
just make it-
understood,
Yeah.
like, okay, 21 Jump Street, right? We weren't children when that came out, so
Right.
we understood it and made sense, and it was an R-rated comedy. Make the R-rated comedy for the people who want to see
How
it.
many of you
Exactly.
guys knew about finger popping
Each other's
Just
assholes.
assholes. I've been finger
I do
popping.
now.
I had been finger popping.
we popping for days.
Just got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. All right. It's the final review. I said that like Norm did. All right. Final review time, or decision time, out of 10. But before we do this, we're going to talk about what we actually scored it originally, because this is a re-review.
The read.
So I originally scored this a 6.5 out of 10. Brent scored this a 4.5. Ryan scored it a 4.5. And George gave this a 4, making this like a 4.8.
It's rough.
Rough.
That's how your mother likes it.
Trebek. So what do we guys review this out of
Let
10?
tits now.
Dude, I'm going higher than that. That's
What do you-
crazy.
what-
I'm
What
gonna do-
are you doing?
You want me to do it now? You want me to tell you what you want?
Yeah, what do you got?
Dude, I'm gonna give it 6.5. Right on the dot.
6.5.
on the
Why?
dot.
Why?
This is the first time I've seen it. And I thought it was hilarious.
That's crazy to me that this was the
Yes.
first time you've
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
seen
this
this
was-
movie.
Look, I knew it was like I'd seen the trailers of this. I had seen clips of it. I thought I had seen the movie, and then I watched the movie, and I was like, I haven't watched this at all. I've only seen snippets of this movie. So I get halfway through the movie, I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. It was a breath of fresh air.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything like this in forever, and to hear him for the first time again,
Right.
in God knows how long, is great. It's phenomenal. Yeah,
It-
6.5.
you know what?
He's hilarious. It's some of the best delivery, and it's throughout the whole movie. It's like watching a comedy with him, like a stand-up
Yes.
throughout this whole movie.
You nailed it with the skits part, because it's really just what it is. It's like
Yeah.
a skit here, a skit there.
Yeah, you know when he writes a joke about a scenario, it's like a joke book. This whole movie,
You know,
it's sewn together.
Yeah, it's funny. Like those movies that came out from the SNL guys, they all do feel like, hey, each scene is written as a skit because, I mean, what are they good at, right?
Yeah,
Writing
yeah.
skits, but then they make a whole overarching story that kind of works.
Sewed
and
together.
I think it works.
I like this. Big fan. I'm glad you guys brought it up. I'm glad I actually saw it.
Look at you. Look at you. What do you got there, Josh?
I wanted to say 6, but I'm gonna go 6.2.
6.2.
Yeah, because it's a repeat for me. I watch it not as often
Sure.
as some other repeats.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I just watched it last month, and I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Now I get to rewatch it just because I have
Just
to.
because.
This man's got comfort movies out the wazoo.
Oh, I do, man.
What's wrong with that?
I'm
Nothing. I'm just noticing it.
I'm
is
just a
all I'm
creature of
saying.
habit.
Yeah.
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 There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Why you get defensive?
Because I got a lot of fucking
Exactly.
movies.
Yeah.
We all got movies like that. I'm just saying. Every time a movie like this comes out, you're like, oh yeah, I play this one close to the chest.
Yeah.
Watch this all the time.
It's
I'm
weird
like, yeah, man.
because like I don't realize it until you have to share it with someone else. Where you're like, oh, I guess I am weird because I just watch it the
It's not
same. You
weird.
know what I mean?
It's not weird at all.
Well, outside people, different.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know, you
yeah.
guys are movie guys. Like it's different when
Yeah,
someone's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait, so you just
yeah.
I'm like,
Click
yeah,
something just to feel good and fall asleep. Yeah.
yeah.
You
Or
know,
just
it-
put it on and I go. I do laundry. I
Sure,
just do
yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah.
Then I'll stop and be like, oh yeah, that's good. And I'll
It's
catch-
funny because I can see you do.
I'll catch I'm the worst stand-in watcher. So I will stand there and 10 feet in front of my couch and I'm just like just arms crossed, but in my own world. And
Yeah,
I'm
30
happy.
minutes later.
Yeah, then I'm like, oh shit, what was I doing? Like
Nothing wrong
I'll
with
get
that
back
at
at
all.
it. But in my opinion, it's a must see if you like comedies.
Yeah.
If you're not a dry comedy fan, you need action, you need a different style of comedy, physical comedy. This isn't it.
Well, there's some
there
physical
is
comedy,
physical
yeah.
comedy. Yeah,
It's
going
thrown at a
It's
dumpster
not
a couple
yeah,
times.
slapstick.
It's not slapstick.
Full. Yeah.
There's a couple slapping.
It's more dry, but
Oh,
you know
for
what I mean.
sure.
It's more of a talking comedy, which I like.
Makes me wistful. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna give this actually a 7. This is one of those movies that like I always come back to. I always tell people about. Like you. I'm pretty sure I probably quoted this movie to you 100 times in our friendship of
Most likely.
75 years, and you just didn't realize it was from this movie.
Could
You
have
know
been.
what I mean? Like
Very
the
well could've
fucking
been.
the hooker fucking part with them all, the Saigon horror part, or the fucking G7.
But that's
Like I say
knew
that all the
Yeah,
time.
the Saigon part because I've seen
That
the
clip,
Chris,
yeah.
the Chris Farley clips of this
Oh, okay.
millions of times.
Yeah, I didn't even know the Pina
This is in
Colada
every-
song was a real song because I thought it was just from this movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
The soundtrack of this is phenomenal.
90s, man.
Yeah.
90s bangers, Green
Yep,
Day,
yep.
AC/DC. Just figure out throw that
That's
there,
where the
sorry.
budget went.
Probably
Right there.
There's a lot of good
Jeez,
tunes in this.
oh.
Yeah, no, again, this movie just is one of, like you said, comfort movie. Like, I just think of this movie, I'm like, yeah, Norm, I want to put it on. This is my comedy. This is my type of comedy. This is my type of laugh at kind of movie. Or like just a,
That's all I need.
yeah, exactly. So, comfort movie. Now, next week, it's actually my pick. I thought it was supposed to be Josh's pick, but looking back, that's what I was doing this whole time. I was like, what would it be?
What is it?
Well, we're going to do a Wally here, where I got a couple picks,
Yeah,
That I'm looking
I
at.
enjoy this. I always enjoy this.
and I'm going to let Wally or Josh maybe see what we got.
We'll slide some influence your direction.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I've
I'm
been
like
looking
pulling
at
some strings.
I've been looking at some action
Yes,
movies
thank God.
because I haven't had an action movie in a
Yes.
while. Looking at possibly
Crank.
get out of my brain, possibly Crank, possibly Executive Decision,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Dude, that's
I just watched
executive
Crank
dad's
I just watched
good.
Crank recently. It was on Plex. It was on
yeah.
Plex.
possibly Face Off,
Just watched that 2 nights ago. God, I love that movie.
Fuck.
and because my wife has never seen it before, and I want to make her watch it for a reason, The Matrix.
Dude, Matrix is a banger.
I
If we wanna
watched
ha-
that
if we
twice
want-
this weekend.
If you want to have a long discussion about something, that's a good discussion movie.
Look,
But when it comes to those and being obscene, I would do Crank.
Yeah,
But-
I'm leaning at Crank too.
I'm
but,
cranking
yeah.
Face Off because
Yeah,
Face Off,
I-
man, John Travolta.
Great.
I'm gonna do Face Off. I want Face
Yeah,
Off
let's-
bad. I want to watch Face Off. I want to show that to Sarah.
Yeah, it's good, man.
We're taking our faces off. next
Crazy
week.
Cage.
We're taking our
We're
faces
taking our
off.
faces off.
Almost pinnacle Crazy Cage.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so
Yes.
that's fucking
Xander
awesome.
Cage, is that
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
his name? Xander something? Isn't
How
it?
many times do you
What's
want
the
those
fucking name of the
I don't
movie?
know.
with gold 911s or Deagles or whatever he has?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Me as a kid, I was like, ha ha, look, connects guns
Yeah.
in my head.
I want him.
I could
Awesome.
eat a peach for hours.
Next week we're taking a face off. We're gonna put it on somebody else. Ooh, maybe we'll do faces. We'll take them off.
You don't have the delicate hand or the scientific research to do such a procedure.
There's a website now where you can buy stockings
Oh,
like,
I've seen those, and they look
with
like
actual faces on them
freaky.
of famous people. So you could do it.
What's a
Like a leg stock.
leg?
like-
Okay.
But you put it over your head and it's got the face. And,
Oh.
So it molds to your face with someone else's face on it.
leggings. Oh, no,
yeah,
it's not leggings.
yeah.
I got you. Anyways, yeah, next week we're doing face off, and it's gonna be great.
Oh, that's
But
great.
Where'd you get these pantyhose? Out of my mom's hamper. You know what movie that is?
what do they smell?
Employee of the month.
Yeah.
He's like, oh God.
Who's it now?
Ah, fuck you. I want the water bottle fucking.
I quote that movie all the time. Pink, like a vagina.
Anyways, next week we're doing face off. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.